So this is now.
Like and subscribe for more premium content.
Like and subscribe for more. Trump is actually dead, and it's a doppelganger going around. Conspiracy theories.
Trump is Paul McCartney.
Trump is Paul McCartney. Yeah, he is. He's very similar in many ways to Paul McCartney. He's just a fat Paul McCartney. That's what I've always said.
That's what I've always said. A fat golfing Paul McCartney who doesn't play music.
Paul McCartney doesn't play golf.
He
seems like
swears.
the kind of prick who would.
No, he promised to never play golf. That was one of his oaths.
Ah, okay.
When he joined the Beatles.
Well, he's lied about everything else, so I don't know why.
Because golf was George's thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but Paul was the badminton guy.
So, guys, this is session 49 now. And any of you want to bring us up to speed on what happened in the last session? You're at the College of Winterhold, and you've been doing quite a lot of research.
I think that was the highlight for everybody, was the book reading.
Yeah,
I think that was my highlight.
Yeah.
Didn't we stop like a beam of light? Or was that the time before?
Anyone remember what that was called?
The light beam.
The ultralight beam.
So it was called a sky shard.
Yes.
And you found a sky shard underneath the College of Winterhold, which had kind of gone haywire. It had imprisoned a mage, and it was expanding beyond all control. And in order to figure it out, you had to read lots of creation lore and set your mind to some kind of abstract thinking and work out what you needed to do. In the end, you used a divine artifact to pierce the sky shard and break the spell. And you all went up a level. And
we did.
Remind me, did we do that, or are we going to level you up now?
Oh shoot, we
I
haven't.
thought we were going to do it now.
Do we need to do it now?
Yeah, we do need to do it now.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, do me last, because I have forgotten my notes as to how I wanted to level.
I know you've got quite specific plans. Alright, anyone want to go first?
I'm just getting a pencil, so...
Sorry, Gwen, what was that? What level are you now? I don't know, what level are you now?
Because I've got level 8 down, and I'm sure we did level up.
Yeah, I think we're now level 9, aren't we?
Oh shit!
No, we're level
No. We are now level 8, but we haven't
done all
upped
the
any
stuff.
of our stuff.
Yeah, you haven't done all the
Okay.
stuff.
So with
I
level
think
8,
I think we
level
broke
8, you
down
stay.
level, but didn't do anything about it, right?
Yeah, so I think this is the same for every class. At level 8, your proficiency stays the same, and I think we all get ability score improvements. I'm fairly sure level 8 is not terribly complicated.
Anyone want to volunteer to go first?
I mean, I'm happy to go first if everyone is willing to bear with me whilst I also try and.
No, you asked to go
read at the
last,
same
it's
time.
fine. Gwen, you want to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
So let's go. Your character's based on a fighter. So at level 8, you get an ability score improvement. So I believe you get to improve 1 ability score by 2 or 2 ability scores by 1. Let me double check that.
I believe you can also forego the ability score improvement and take a feat instead.
I think that's correct. So if you have a feat that you want to take, you can do that.
Does everyone have the link to the handbook in front of them?
I would prefer it if people didn't spend hours looking through all the feats, because there's quite a lot of them. So if you haven't got one in mind that you want or that you think you can find quickly, I'd rather you just took the ability score improvement. This might be a good place to improve on the ability where you're weakest, because some of you have some pretty weak scores in places.
Well, in case anyone does want to look it up.
You want to improve your strength?
Yes.
Might be a good idea. So Do you want to pump 2 into your strength?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your strength score now? As it
2.
stands. It's what, sorry?
2.
2? It can't be 2.
It was 0. Sorry, it was -0.
So your strength is 12, I think. Then is it?
Oh right, okay, yeah. So it was
What is
10.
it?
No,
What's the
10.
bigger number? 10. Okay, so you want to make it 12. So 10 is a +0. So if you want to rub that out and change it to 12, you'll then
It's a
get a
+0.
+1 to your strength.
+1. Okay.
So you can then adjust all your strength checks and saving throws there. Rub them all out and change it to a add 1 to whatever it said before. Oh, this will be a quick leveling up. Let me know once you've done that.
Yeah, no, that's done.
That's done. Okay, so you get an extra hit dice. So you should now have 8 hit dice in your hit dice box. And you can go ahead and... what's your hit dice again?
D10.
D10, okay. Can you go ahead and roll a D10, please?
Yes.
Oh man, there are some really wicked feats.
Yeah,
Really
there's some
what?
pretty banging
Wicked
ones.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
not
just.
a D10.
Durable lets you roll a hit dice to regain hit points.
one?
Yeah, it's a D10.
Fuck's sake.
Did you roll a 1?
Can I roll it again?
No.
Fuck's sake!
Fuck you. So, what's your constitution? Plus? Is it a plus or a minus? Or
Yeah,
what is it?
+0.
+0. Okay, well done. Your overall max HP goes up by 1.
Sweet.
Better than
And
nothing.
that's you done. Who wants to go next? Sorry.
So why do I have to go first?
So I think I'll go
should
next
never go
because
first.
I think I'll go next because I
Okay.
know what I want to do. Actually,
All right.
and I'll be pretty quick.
What do you want to
So
do?
I'm taking 1 point in strength and 1 point in con
Okay,
because
sounds good.
currently my strength and my con are both at 15,
Oof.
and by getting 1 point in each, I get a +3 modifier rather than
Yeah.
a +2 on both skills.
You're in big boy numbers now, Paladin.
So I'm going to up that. So that's a +3. That goes to 16. That becomes a +3. I get another hit dice.
Oh, hang on. There's something we left out for Gwen.
All right, yep.
Sorry, but her spellcasting. So your number of spells known, Gwen, goes up by 1. So, do you want to look up I think you use wizard spells. Do you want to look up the wizard spell list and find a spell that's appropriate to your levels? You can have level 1 or level 2. And just
Wizard spell. Sorry, I don't have the book.
you can Google it. If you Google
I put the
Just
book
put
into
Wizard
the chat.
Spell List 5e, and you
Yeah.
can find it on Google.
spell list 5e and you want the wizard spells, have a look through while we're carrying on and see if you can find one that you like. You need either one that's appropriate for first or second level,
Okay.
and you get an
Can I
extra
ask a
spell.
question?
Yes.
Out of the feats, I'm looking at a list of feats
Okay.
that isn't from the book directly, but I think it quotes UA feats for races, and
Okay.
it's called Elven Accuracy, and I
Right.
was wondering if that seems like a reasonable thing for me to take. Like,
Sounds pretty
its
banging
prerequisite
to me.
is being an elf or a half elf, which
Yeah,
I think probably
which you
sounds
are.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. But I'll keep looking through. But I just wanted to check that it was okay that it was from the Unearthed Arcana feats for races, which is Wizard of the Coast. It's canon, right? But just checking.
I'm open to it.
Cool. All right. I'll keep looking through. But yeah,
Sorry,
go ahead,
Dave.
Dave.
That's okay. So I've upped my strength and my con, and I believe my skills increase as well, right? So because my strength is now +3, like my athletics increases by 1, right?
Yes.
Cool, great. Unfortunately, there aren't that many skills that are actually governed by strength or con. In fact, there is only
Dex
one.
is overpowered.
Dex is stupid.
Strength is a bit underpowered, but actually, I think you guys have found that it's been surprisingly necessary.
Well...
Also, quickly, Gwen, while you're looking through
Yeah.
spells, apparently, because it's 8th level, the spell you learn doesn't need to come from Wizard's spell list. It can come from any spell list. So go
Right.
nuts and find whatever spell you want, level 1 or 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah, go nuts. Enjoy yourself.
Damn, girl.
Now, so now I roll a hit dice and add my con modifier, right?
You get an extra hit dice for your overall hit dice pool,
yeah.
and you then roll your hit dice and add the con, and that becomes your max. That adds to your max HP.
Come on, good
Some of these-
rolls.
Just reading
sweet,
one.
that's another 8.
What did you roll? Sorry.
Well, I rolled a 5, and I have a +3 on my con.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I have a feeling that's everything.
I think that probably is everything, unless you've got any magicy things that we need to take into consideration. Which I
don't think so, because I think my magic slots
No, you
are
don't. You're right.
the same.
Yeah, you're right. That's everything for you.
Yeah, and the way paladins learn magic is a little bit different anyway, because I have a feeling that I automatically know everything that would be available to me. It's just I'm limited on how many things I can have equipped.
Yeah. So Tyler, you want to go next?
I'm still looking,
Still
so
looking?
I will go if no one else is
No,
ready.
So I can ask Andy. Andy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you actually do get a couple of other things. So you get an ability score improvement, and you get something called Land's Stride.
Yes, which lets me move through non-magical. Is it just plants? Plant-based.
So let's have a look here. Land's Stride. Starting at 8th level, moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage from them if they have thorns, spines, or a similar hazard. In addition, you have advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement, such as those created by the Entangle spell.
Okay. That's quite nice.
So you're a botanist. You're a plant expert. So you've got that now. And you get an ability score improvement or a feat.
So I quite like the idea of Sentinel. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creatures within 5 feet of you provoke opportunity attacks from you, even if they take a disadvantage before leaving your reach. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, within 5 feet of you makes it. Oh, okay.
No, that's more of a tank feat.
Yeah.
I picked up Sentinel at level 4.
Oh, okay. No, I thought I could be able to like shoot him and force him to like continually walk towards me.
Oh, I like that. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
True, but that is still quite tanky.
Have you seen Savage Attacker?
I was just looking at that once per turn.
Once
you
per
roll
turn
damage-
when you roll damage for a
It's
melee
melee.
weapon. Oh, it's melee weapon only.
Oh yeah.
See, my last one, I was thinking of getting lucky.
Lucky's
2 luck
always a good
points.
shout.
Yeah, it seems to work Tyler really well. So
Yeah.
Lucky works quite well for everyone.
yeah, and because I don't think one extra dexterity point will make too much of a difference.
What's your dex?
3.
Well, 19. Do you mean?
Oh, sorry.
He
No,
means
I mean,
Plus
sorry,
three.
not the.
yes, it's 16 at the moment.
So with my armor, my dex is 19, and I really just want to push it that extra one.
Wow.
But I'm not sure.
All right, so are you taking lucky then, Andy?
Yes, I think I'm going to take
Okay. Well, do you want to add a hit dice to your pool of hit die,
that.
and then you can roll one hit die and add your con, or subtract your con as it may appear.
Yes. Oh, sorry, one hit die for 1d10.
Yeah, so your overall hit dice should now be 8d10.
10.
That's a d8, isn't it? No, it's not.
No,
I'm looking at it from the wrong angle. 10. Oh, nice one.
it's a 10.
And what's your con?
My con is plus 14, so plus 2, so 12.
Nice. Strong.
Pretty damn good.
Okay, that's you done. You ready, Thorn?
Just having a last look. I think I've picked what I want to do. I'm just checking. There's one more that's pretty good here.
Okay.
I can go next.
You can go next.
Yep.
Let's have a look at you, the wizard. So, at level 8, you gain an ability score improvement, or you can have a feat. Do you know which one of those you want to do?
I'll go with the ability.
Okay. Do you know which ones you want to improve? You can pump 2 into one ability, or you can pump 1 into 2 different abilities.
I will go for charisma, which
Okay.
I have a 10. So if I get a 12, then I get a +1, right?
Yep, you get a +1, and all of those abilities then modify. They will get a +1.
Cool.
And you get an extra hit dice, so yours is a d6. So do you want to roll a d6?
3.
And then add your constitution modifier, or subtract it, as it may be.
Constitution is +1.
Okay, so you get +1, and that adds to your max HP.
So that's 4 then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, and you actually get an extra spell slot
Cool.
at this level, so you get an extra 4th level spell slot,
Sweet.
which I don't think adds to your overall number of spells known. Let me check. I don't think so. No. I mean, you can already have a couple of those level of spell slots. You can already have a couple of, what is it, 5th? No, 4th.
No, I'm only up to 4.
Yeah, you can already have
I have
as many
2
of them as you
spell
want.
slots.
Yeah, that's fine. So I think that's you. You're good.
Cool. So do I choose a spell then?
I don't think you get additional spells. You just
Oh,
get an
right,
extra.
okay.
You just get an extra 4th level spell slot. So before you had,
Okay.
you had 1
So
slot.
now
Now you've
I
got
no, I
2.
had 2 before. So now I get 3.
Why is that? Was it some special
don't
ability
know.
you took that gave you an additional one?
I've no idea if that's what I've got.
Okay, it must.
I don't-
It
yeah.
must have been some special ability you had, because
Must have been.
the base is, at this point you should have had 1, and you're going up to 2.
It must have been. Couldn't just be done cheating.
It must have been. No, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do hand those things, those kind of things out fairly liberally.
Yeah, it might be something I'm wearing. It might be one of those things you gave us
Yeah,
last
it
time.
might be you are wearing some enchanted stuff. So, Tyler, ready?
Hmm.
How's it going?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yes. What are we doing?
Okay. Good question.
Level up time.
Yes. So, you can have an ability score improvement or a feat.
I'm going to take a feat. I'm going to take Elven Accuracy.
Okay.
So this says you have Uncanny Aim. You gain the following benefits: increase your Dexterity score by 1, up to a maximum of 20. Booyah! And whenever you have advantage on an attack roll, you can re-roll one of the dice once.
Ooh, that's
Mhm.
pretty sweet. Whenever you have advantage.
On any attack roll, you can re-roll one of the dice once.
Ooh.
Seeing as my main play is to get advantage,
Okay,
like
fine.
this is like super pro for me, I think.
Okay, fine. This is blatantly OP, but okay.
So where did you find that feat?
It's in the UA feats for races,
Ah.
which is the UA stands for Unearthed Arcana. It was a special race. Yeah. Anyway. Although, hold up. No. I
No.
can't have this.
You can't have
This-
it. Is this
not
not law? Is this not
I don't-
canon?
It looks like it might be. Yeah, it's presented for playtesting and to spark your imagination. These game mechanics are in draft form, usable in your campaign, but not refined by design iteration. They're not officially part of the game. Damn it! I really liked that one. Oh well, I'll just take
maybe
the.
we can scale it down a little bit so it's a bit less OP.
Maybe I don't get the extra dexterity point.
I was
Or-
thinking more like limiting the number of times you can use that reroll.
Oh, okay.
I think I might limit it to like once an encounter.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yes. So uncanny.
Oh wow! So Chris is introducing 4th edition style encounter powers. Nice. I was wondering when 4th edition would come back.
It always comes back.
I
There's no
quite liked
escape.
4th edition.
That's because you just love
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah. Fight.
Fourth
Fight.
edition
Fight.
is battle edition. Okay,
is true.
so you also get an extra hit dice. So you should have 8 hit dice now. And I believe your hit dice is a D8.
Yes.
So can you roll one up, please?
So I get an extra hit dice anyway, right?
Yeah, so you get it on your hit dice pool. And then roll it. 7.
I got 7.
And what's your con modifier?
0.
Okay, so you get 7 on top of your max HP.
Nice.
Well done.
And
I
that was,
believe
and I now have 8 d8 hit dice. Is that right?
you now have 8 d8 hit dice, yeah.
Okay.
And I believe that's you done.
And that's us as. And have we just gone to level 8 or have we just gone to 9? Sorry.
You've
to
just
check.
gone to level 8.
Okay, and I did get the 1 point of dex.
I'll
With
give
my
you the
feet?
1 point of dex, yeah.
So that takes me to dex modifier of +5.
Oof.
Cool. Alright.
Specialist. Okay, are we? So is that all of us? We ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've chosen what I wanted, but we can come
Okay.
back later.
And what is it?
It's a cantrip.
Can't be a cantrip. It has to be a spell.
Fuck's sake!
Cantrips are different.
You're kidding.
It has to be a spell. Pick a spell.
Okay. Alright, and the only one I can think of is Sapping Sting.
Ooh, that sounds good. Let's have a look.
No,
Sapping Sting.
sorry, that's another cantrip. Don't worry.
You
I will
love
let you know.
cantrips. Yeah,
They're
please
really
do.
good.
Please do, because you need spells. You're a spell
Okay.
sword. You need spells. Otherwise, you're just a sword.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave you to do that. quietly.
Gwen,
in the
what's your
background.
level for spells?
2.
2. Oh, I found a really good 4th level spell, which I was going to get. But...
Nah, it has to be either a level 1 or a level 2 spell.
Okay. I was talking for ages then. I was like, rude? Just ignoring me. I had it on mute.
I'm sorry.
No, I had it on mute.
Alright.
I
Thinks
asked
to be
you like
rude,
4
but he's
times. And
actually
was like,
just retarded.
yeah, I was like, Gwen, what level spells are you? Oh, I'm on mute. I've been well out of it today.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Dan.
Yeah.
So, let's return fleetingly back to the game.
Let's.
The Augur of Dunlane has just used his newfound Skyshard abilities to boost you up a level. But you're still in the midden, so what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Enchanting table.
Oh, yeah.
You did pass an enchanting table up in the Arch Wizard's quarters,
And he's
Good.
not going to be using it
which
anymore.
you unlocked. He's a bit dead.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: we've got the gems. We have the know-how, right, Farrell?
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have any? Can you add enchantments to stuff that already has stats? I don't think you can you? So we need some vanilla weapons to enchant.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's right. You can't enchant a weapon or an item that's already got an enchantment, nor can you do one that's... You can't
Alright.
apply an enchantment to one which is special. For example, something that's, a Daedric artifact or a divine artifact or something like that.
Sure. But in theory, I could enchant my Akaviri katana.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Sweet. Okay, so Farrell, what enchantments can you give me on an Akaviri katana with this filled grand soul gem?
Don't you want to trade that for money so you can give the money to the poor?
But with an I mean, you do make a very good point. But with an enchanted Akaviri katana, basically, I want to
Think
be
about how many
I want to
people you
be
can save.
Stannis Baratheon, right, with a flaming katana running into what should have been a successful siege of Winterfell.
Why don't you just set your sword on fire?
Yeah, but I want it to be on fire with, like, divine purpose,
Okay.
rather than just normal fire. Can you do
Right.
divine fire?
Probably, yeah. Let's give it a go.
Okay, so are you guys heading up there?
Yes.
Okay, so you make your way up to the Archmage's quarter. You push the door open. It's still empty. No one has moved into it as yet. You see his enchantment table over in the corner near his alchemy station. So, Thyril, I guess you want to have a go at enchanting this katana.
Yep.
Okay, so to let you know how enchantment works, so you are proficient in enchantment, aren't you? That's your specialist school of magic, I believe.
And divination.
Your divination, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have proficiency in enchantment? I thought enchantment was yours, and not in divination. Do you have proficiency in enchantment? You've got a list of proficiencies
Where would I find that?
on the main page, bottom left corner, under your abilities, I think.
Oh yeah, other proficiencies in languages. No, it's just got my just got things I. It doesn't say anything about.
Nothing about enchanting.
Ooh.
No.
Well,
I mean, is there an enchanter in the college?
there must be an enchanter in the college if you can find one.
Or an enchantress.
Even better.
An enchantress, yeah. You can go and look for one.
I mean, I'll give it a go if you want.
I mean, I
You
fully
can't.
I
You
fully
need to be proficient
appreciate.
in it.
Yeah,
You're
I
proficient,
fully
but I'm
appreciate
an
the
amateur.
the enthusiasm, but this katana is an ancient family heirloom.
Yeah, I'd probably get a professional.
Like this is the one enchantment I'll get to put onto. Yeah, so sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably make it sort of smoke a bit, if that's something that would interest you.
I mean, it's not a bad shout. Like,
Do you know
it's
what?
not- it's not bad.
I'm really liking this roleplay. So if you want him to, I'll let him have a go, but with disadvantage.
It's
No,
probably
no,
not
I
the
mean-
best idea.
I'm kind of wondering. I do like the idea of smokiness, right? Now, obviously, all of my armor and stuff is already enchanted, but obviously, under my armor, I have what's it called? Like a livery,
Right.
like a thick cotton a surcoat. That's the word I'm after, right? Could I get him to enchant my surcoat so that it just gives off this permanent black smoke?
Why would you want a smoky?
Well, because
surcoat?
then I'll be able to stride into battle with
Looking on
like
fire.
with
Coughing and wheezing.
with whiffs of
With
black
lung
smoke
cancer.
coming out of all of the... Exactly, with black smoke coming out between all of the rivets of my armor. It will look baller.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
As there is
sure.
someone in the college who could potentially enchant all this stuff, would you like to just do that?
In fairness, I only have one filled grand soul gem, so let's start with the katana, and then we'll work on the smoky surcoat later.
I promise I'll practice and see what I can do in the future. I'll read some books.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to find
So I
an
guess-
enchanter?
Yes, please.
Okay. Where are you going to go to look for one?
Well, I'm going to go back to the library, and so the people. So where did the people end up? What's the room called that we were in?
Well, you're in the
The-
midden.
The midden. That's it. So I mean, we've just saved the College of Winterhold, right? / the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I figure some people owe me. So I'm going to go back to the midden.
You're going to go back to the midden. Okay.
Yeah, and find some people and say, enchantment.
The librarian, Sophicia, is down there. She's been communing with the Augur of Dunlane. And she tilts her head to the side and looks at you. Enchantment?
Yes, I wonder if you could help me with some enchantment.
Enchantment!
Excellent. Follow me.
She follow. Wait, why is she following you? Shouldn't you
Well, because
follow
we're going to
her?
go back to the Archmage's quarters.
No, you follow her. She works
Okay,
there,
I'll follow
okay?
her.
You
Fine, she
follow
works
her
here.
Back up to the
Go on.
Archmage's quarters, where she can
Fine.
keep an eye on you so that you don't steal anything. So, she asks you, what would you like to have enchanted?
Well, so I have this ancient Akaviri katana, been in the family for generations, has no enchantment on it currently. I would like it to, I would like to remedy that ultimately. Now, to give you a sort of flavour, if you can give me an enchantment that would make killing Daedra easier, that would be great. But on the other hand, I am also particularly partial to the notion of charging into battle with a literal flaming sword. So, thoughts on either of the above?
Chris,
I
while
d-
this is happening, can I kind of
Yeah.
look round the Archmage's quarters for cool magic stuff and rare books?
Yeah, you can do that. That's
Cool.
fine. Fill your boots. So,
Literally.
please don't. She scratches her chin. A divine enchantment would be the best for fighting the Daedra. But if you don't have flaming sword, then I could use a fire enchantment. Some destruction magic.
Do you know what? The light of Stendar radiates from me anyway. So let's go for a fire enchantment, because I need my enemies to know what's coming for them before I hit them.
It's going to make stealth very
Do
difficult.
you have a soul gem, or do you need to purchase one from us?
I have this filled grand soul gem right here.
Okay. So, the way just to let you in on the way this is going to work,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to take your soul gem, and
Yep.
she's going to attempt to enchant your sword. Okay?
Okay.
She's going to roll a d20, or I'm going to roll a d20 for her, and based on the strength of the soul gem you've given,
Yep.
that's going to basically give her a modifier to the roll.
Right.
Depending on the strength of the roll, that will determine the strength of the enchantment.
Okay. If
Yeah.
if we all hold our hands up, spirit bomb style, can she get advantage?
No.
I'm literally holding my hands up right now.
Oh, I feel that. I'll do that too.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it
I'll do
right
it too.
now.
I'll do it too. I'll do it too.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
It doesn't
Alright,
work
I'll do
unless
it.
we all do it.
What are we doing?
We're holding our hands
We're
up.
spirit bombing. Yeah. You gotta hold your hands up in the air,
What, like you're praising the Lord or something?
like you're praising the sun. Indeed.
Oh, the sun. Okay.
So
I don't praise the sun.
But the sun's behind.
I worship only Odin.
Wow,
So-
this is like a
Well,
real. This
she-
is a real lore mega mix right now.
So, but usually we charge 300 drakes for this kind of a enchantment, but well, you did just help us to save the college, so I'll do it for you for 200.
What? Tight.
How about for free, and I will trade you a blessing of Stendar and this vial of holy water, as well as my spirit energy whilst you are doing the enchantment.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Ramona shared a picture of you doing it, Dave, so now I know what you're talking about. Under the caption, the boys are being weird.
My persuasion came in as an 18.
Well, I suppose you did just save the college and my friend in some
And the
form.
world.
I've never heard Caecilius talk so smoothly.
Possibly the world. Okay, I'll do it for you for nothing. But only once.
Yes!
Okay. So your soul gem is taken and consumed. You do not get that back. She places your katana onto the enchanting table. Devi Rakobata!
Fusion!
What a manly voice she suddenly has. She hands you back the katana of great flame, which, on top of its base damage, now does 1d10 of fire damage.
What?
Nice.
It was a good roll. She rolled a 17, and because you had a grand soul gem, that added quite a big modifier onto it. So, the grand soul gems are like the best soul gems.
That's pretty sick. And a katana is a katana two-handed? Is it 1d6 versatile? So if I'm wielding two-handed,
I
it's 1d8.
think it's the same
or
as a
is it one-
short sword. You should have it written there on your sheet.
So short sword will be.
Is it not on your sheet?
Well, no, it's not. Unfortunately,
Oh.
what I have written on my sheet is strength plus prof.
Useful.
Yeah, I
But that
know.
also sounds
Handy reminder,
wrong.
but-
I
What?
would have thought that it would be like a katana. I would have thought that would be a like a what's the word? Like a dex,
What,
a dex
a
weapon.
dex weapon?
I would have thought so. Let's have a look, see what we can find. Yeah, oh, it's versatile. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. So it's 1d8 slashing,
Right.
and it's versatile, so you can two-hand it to go up to 1d10. Finesse variant. Yeah, I guess it's debatable whether it's a finesse weapon or not. I mean, I feel like I feel like a katana is a finesse weapon. I don't feel like it's particularly a strength-based weapon. I feel like it's a dex-based weapon. But
Oh, that'll make me sad.
well. Oh no, hang on. I think finesse means you have the choice to use dex if you want to.
I literally can't remember.
Yeah,
in
finesse
honesty.
you can use strength or dex. Dex.
Yay!
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 1d8 versatile, finesse.
Oh, well, there we go. That's
Yeah.
great.
Happy with that?
I am very happy with that.
Great. I'm
So-
happy that you're happy.
I'm gonna have my katana, and I've got my battle axe of hatred. Swap them out depending on the situation.
So yeah, do bear in mind now that soul gem is consumed. That's gone.
Yeah, I've deleted it. Yep.
Cool.
Thank you, DM.
You're welcome. So, Cyril, found anything good to Nick?
You tell me.
Well, I don't know exactly what you've been looking for. I mean, we went through all the books that were there before, but are you also looking for... I mean, this guy's got a little indoor garden. There are lots of alchemy ingredients.
Yeah, I was just looking for kind of magic stuff. I thought you might have some powerful knickknacks.
Nothing that wasn't there last time you guys were in here. And bear in mind, you are being watched by a member of college staff.
Oh, is she still
Faculty
here?
is there. Yeah, she's there enchanting Matey's sword.
Oh yeah, of course she is. You come back to the table. Did I find anything while she was out of the room that I could pocket?
Well, you haven't been... What? She
I
hasn't been
suppose
out of the room.
I'm a bit too honest to steal things. Maybe I'll just ask if I could have stuff. Because I did save the world.
You can ask her if you want.
Also, he's not going to need it. Rest in peace. Did I find anything? Do I need to roll or anything like that?
Well, I mean, what in particular? When you say magic stuff, that's pretty broad.
I was just kind of seeing if he had anything sort of like powerful that I might use. Just looking around his things, really.
What, like a
looking on his
powerful artifact?
table. Yeah.
I mean, there's some staves up on the wall. Anything in particular? I mean, I think he's got like... Does he have a set of clothes there? I think he's got a set of clothes.
Any magic about?
Well, everything's magic. It's the Archmage's quarters.
Well, his clothes will be enchanted.
Oh, his clothes enchanted?
You find that his boots are enchanted. You find a pair of enchanted boots. Evidently, he left his spare boots there.
Cool. Maybe I'll ask that staff lady about them. Can you tell me anything about these boots?
Oh.
I like a Cuban heel.
Look, I'm afraid it would be very, very inappropriate to just hand out the late Archmage's clothes. The man's only been dead a couple of hours. You understand. I appreciate what you've done for us, but I can't just give everything with his away.
What will you do with it? Jumble sale?
It'll pass to the next Archmage once one is chosen.
That should be me.
You know, my man Cyril here is a very, very good mage.
I didn't realise he had even enrolled in the college.
I have an honorary degree from here.
Look, I'm afraid that an archmage is a notable scholar. You need to go through many, many courses, attend seminars, give lectures.
I've done my level 5.
Level? Roll a persuasion check
Is that
with disadvantage.
is that like grade 5 piano? I'm a grade 5 divination.
Grade 5 wizard, Harry.
I got 15. Do I need to add or minus anything to that? My
What,
persuasion,
with
I guess. Where's my
disadvantage?
persuasion? Yeah,
Persuasion is it's under your charisma.
yeah. I got 16 then.
She looks back.
Wait, you rolled two dice and you
One
took
was
the lowest
15.
number.
Yeah, one was 15 and one was 16, and then I had +1 to it. So
She tilts her head to the side. Oh, level 5. That's pretty.
yeah,
that's-
diploma in education and training.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, education. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe he wouldn't mind if you took his boots.
Yeah,
Gonna
I
buy
mean,
they are
they're
my
only-
right?
size.
They're only boots. All right. Go ahead and take his boots.
I feel like this has gotten a bit Terry Pratchett with sort of dead man's boots for the wizards.
Are you taking his boots?
Yes, please.
Are you putting them on?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's find out what these babies do.
Okay. While wearing these boots, you may have an extra cantrip,
Awesome.
but only while wearing them.
Okay.
Hang on, what do you mean by an extra cantrip? You mean you can know an extra
You
cantrip?
can know an extra cantrip.
Ah.
Oh, sweet. I better start looking at cantrips.
So while Dan is looking at extra cantrips, where do the rest of you want to go?
I might have to call it early, guys. I'm really sorry, but Dylan's screaming up there, and Sam's been on for ages.
I think you
Um,
mean you'll have to call it early. Just tag Sam
Yeah.
in.
Well, I'd be happy to to listen and type if you guys are okay with that for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Your character's
So,
not important anyway.
Yeah, Thorn is feeling low today. He's feeling a bit blue.
Thorn is a side character at best.
Oh,
I'm joking. I love you.
In a way, aren't we all side characters in everyone
Yes, sorry,
else's
but I'm the main
story?
character.
Chris's God story.
Sorry, but
Chris,
I'm the
Chris
main
isn't
character.
even a character in this story.
I'm the only character.
Yeah, he's like every character apart from us.
No, I'm you as well.
Yeah, you're just NPC,
Oh.
Chris.
Okay, so
Which is, I have a picture of Chris as like that NPC meme, just frowning there. It's like, I'm not NPC.
so what do you guys want to go?
Oh, I'm gonna steal some books for later.
Okay, which,
I'm rubbing off on you.
I'm just gonna like.
I think you need
steal
to make a sleight of hand check then to see if
yeah,
you can
yeah, all right.
steal it without being seen.
Oh, well, I don't really mind if it gets seen. Ah,
Yeah. What's she going to do? Refuse to enchant anything else?
Maybe.
what's sleight of hand?
It's
Plus
under Dex.
3, so 11.
11. What are you stealing exactly?
It's
book.
like, yeah, like 3 books.
3 books. Okay, I'm going to say that that's enough that you managed to pocket the 3 books without being seen.
It's completely at random though.
Completely
Didn't
random.
even
You
look.
didn't have time
Didn't
to
even
see which
Check the
ones.
colour of the cover.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, anyone else going to partake in some crime, or are you guys heading out?
and do they
Well, I
have
mean,
any
I'm-
Mills and Boone?
Do they have any what, sorry?
Mills and Boone.
Mills and Boone. I don't know what that is.
It's like the sexy.
Romancy novels.
Ah,
They're the bodice rippers? Is that what they're
Yeah, the
called?
bodice
Or-
Right.
rippers. That's it.
maybe that's in his bedroom. I don't know. for, you know,
Okay.
the Archmage gets lonely at night.
He's got the red coloured ones. All right, no worries. I'm not going to nick any books.
While you guys are standing around, you hear some kind of a ruckus downstairs.
Could you describe the ruckus?
Raised voices of some kind.
Should we go and investigate the ruckus?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like the natural thing to do. We're done in here, right? We've stolen everything of interest.
Literally wearing
Well,
a dead
you
guy's
guys-
shoes.
You guys have. I mean, like, well, you technically didn't steal it, Dan. You've
No, that's
persuaded. Yeah, you just blagged it, and that's fine.
I
I'm
did steal the
assuming that I
socks.
didn't notice any of the actual theft going on.
Well, you
Nah.
can't really steal books. You're just borrowing them.
Yeah, it is
You
a library.
Can't steal book. This is not a library. This is the Archmage's quarters. This whole place isn't a library. This is a university. It's a college.
Yeah, universities are not non-profit organisations, as we are all painfully aware.
Particularly not in feudal Skyrim.
What? Do you think knowledge should be free?
Yeah, what kind of
What?
lefty are you? Nice meme, leftist. Okay. Did you guys say that you're...
Yeah, we're going to
When
go
the
investigate the ruckus.
Okay, the ruckus takes you downstairs. It seems like the raised voice is coming from the library. You going
Well,
in?
let's wander in.
Okay. You enter the library and you see a large-built, bearded Nord dragging Galini, the dark elf woman, the wizard who stopped you at the gate when you first got here, dragging her by the arm. She appears to have a black eye. Where are they? Don't try to delay me any further, elf.
When you say dragging, like, is she on the floor and he's literally dragging her across
No,
the
no,
floor?
she's
Or do you mean
standing. He's
drag-
just pulling her about.
Right. Okay. Well, I will
I
sort.
want to. Whoa! I want to throw out the biggest shush. You're in a library. Like, bloody rude.
He turns his head. Ah! Agents of Talos. By the divines, it's you. This pointy ear here told me that I couldn't come in to find you, but we soon settled that, didn't we, dear? He lets go of her and shoves her aside. She moves away and starts casting a healing spell on herself. Leave us now, Greyskin. Don't make me tell you again. She kind of scurries off. And close the door behind you. She shuts the door as she leaves. I'm Eldroth Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. I bring instruction to you from the Emperor. I don't have much time to get you to Solitude. You, Argonian, you are to present yourself to this self-styled High King Yoren. You are to present to him as Tree-Minder Meepa of the Archon settlement.
Whoa.
Yes.
Pre-minder.
Tree-Minder. Tree-Minder Meepa.
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 Horrible. Meepa.
Tree-Minder Meepa of the Archon settlement.
Yeah.
Now, which of these are to act as your personal manservant?
I point to Viral.
Well, what are the roles that we need here? I
Well,
was thinking.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a piece of paper. The manservant will need to carry the invitation so that you can identify yourselves. He hands it to Firil.
Is it a heavy invitation?
No, it's just paper.
Then I will carry it.
The rest of you will need to act as bodyguards. I have made a understanding with the captain of the Rusted Blade. A ship. She's waiting for you at the dock. You can change into your ceremonial attire once you're on board. You do have ceremonial attire, don't you?
Of course I do.
Good, good. The Emperor has instructed me to aid you in finding this missing Elder Scroll as well. Our best scholar in Windhelm thinks that the Dark Elves took it and gave it to Yoren, but that was decades ago. For all we know, this Elder Scroll could have spontaneously jumped into oblivion by now. Unless you have some questions for me, you should head over to the Rusted Blade. Captain Ishishis, he is waiting for you. He will deliver you safely to Solitude, I have his word. I shall join the other Jarls and lay siege to the city. Solitude's walls are high. If for whatever reason you cannot open the gates from the inside, then we must attack. But you must cause a distraction from within the city. Otherwise, many will die. But your first course must be to open the gate. A lot of this rides upon you, so may kind guide your steps, agents.
So, who was the guy we're seeing again?
High King Yoren, Jarl of Solitude.
Yolen.
Yoren.
Yorn.
He's declared he's declared himself High King of all of Skyrim.
Alright.
I've chosen my cantrip.
What is it?
Message.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you chosen your spell yet, Gwen?
No.
Take your time.
Yeah. There are so many.
There are quite a few.
I'm on the letter H.
Nice. Alright guys, are you doing as he said? Are you heading out? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think we're heading to the ship, right? Is there anything else we particularly want to do in Winterfell? No. Where are we?
Winterhold.
Winterhold?
No.
Yeah, alright. I don't like this guy.
Yeah,
No, I
who
mean,
is
this-
this geezer? Do we know this guy?
You don't know him. You've never met him before.
So he's just some randomer who just
Well,
busted
he's the-
into a
he's the
library,
Jarl
assaulted
of-
someone, and was like, "Hey, you need to get on this ship."
No, he's not a randomer. You were expecting to be picked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's he the Jarl of?
He's the Jarl of Windhelm.
Windhelm.
Windhelm, Jarl.
Oh, can't remember. Oh, Windhelm, that's the city in the southeast, is that right?
East.
No, that's Riften.
Yeah, Riften is
Which one's
southeast.
Windhelm?
Windhelm's the one in the east. The one that's really cold.
I mean, wherever he's from, I mean, the guy's clearly a prick, but...
True.
So you guys are heading out?
Yeah, I love a bad boy.
Hang on.
Okay.
High King Yoren. Isn't Yoren the same guy as the Skull King Yoren from
Yes.
the book? Oh my... What are the chances? Oh, I'm like, it's like this pack's
Well-
meant to be.
You were literally sent here to research this guy and his pact and what they're about.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
thought he was like a million
Wasn't
years old.
Yoren
Well,
the
he's dead.
Skull... Yeah, I thought Yoren the Skull King was like... hundreds of years ago.
No,
Oh, it's the same guy.
it was fairly recent. Yeah, same guy.
Oh god, he sounds amazing.
Fanboy. Yoren, can I have your autograph?
Oh yeah.
So I am now Andrew's manservant.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, you guys heading over to the ship? Or are you hanging around here first?
I'm happy to head to the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Rusty Blade is a medium-sized trading cog docked in Winterhold with a crew of Argonians. Captain Ishisis shows you to your quarters. Jarl Stormcloak said that you would need a place to change clothes and somewhere to secure and store your weapons and items. You may use the chest in this room. He hands you the key to it. Anything you leave here will be safe and will be waiting for you on your return. You have my assurance.
Thank you.
Well, considering that I'm posing as a bodyguard, I don't think I actually need to leave anything here. I will just take all of my stuff with me. But you guys feel free to store your things with the creepy ship captain.
He's not creepy, he's just an Argonian. That's how they
He
talk.
whispers a lot unnecessarily.
That's how they talk.
That's creepy.
You're racist.
You are racist.
I'm
You're just
sorry, but that's
spoiled.
creepy.
You're just spoiled because you've got an Argonian among you who makes an effort to talk like you dry skins.
Well, I think the myth that Argonian skin is slimy, that is genuinely racism. If you touch Argonian skin, you'll find it scaly, but is quite dry.
So are you guys need to get changed, right? You guys getting ready for this, for the ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting all prepped, making sure that you know what to do?
I'm gonna polish my armor, polish the shoulder plates.
I'm gonna get my hair did.
I'm gonna have my nails done.
Yeah.
My stinky swamp
Sounds
gear.
good. Sounds good. You're getting into your stinky swamp gear.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, do any of you need to you don't have much time. Do you guys need to read up on, go over your notes quickly before you get there, just so that you don't, screw
What
it
am
up?
I? Am I a member or am I just a member of the party? What am I doing?
Tyler's back. Hi, Tyler.
Still with Dylan, but
Yeah, you'll be another. You're essentially a bodyguard.
A creepy man took us on a boat.
no, I was listening.
Oh, good.
Apart from Cyril, who's a manservant, the rest of you are basically bodyguard. You're entourage.
I'm just I've just pasted a picture in the chat of what my fine armor is going to be looking like after I polish it up nice.
Oh, that looks pretty sweet.
Ready,
Yeah.
ready for
I
the
like
ball.
Barrett
Yeah.
and sell me. Nice.
Yeah, he's a man who knew how to dress.
Very dignified. Okay,
Right,
so I guess you're not going to go over.
No, we need to
Your
remember
notes?
these things.
That's
Yeah, we'll
You
go
already
over
know
all the
everything.
notes.
No, I've got a few notes. Now that I realise that the people we've been reading about is the same person, it makes it a lot easier.
So, did you say you were going to go over your notes? Or you're not going to go over your notes. I'm giving you a last chance to
Yeah.
go over your notes.
Definitely go over the notes. I feel
Over
like
the
you want
notes.
us to go over the notes.
I want to give you the opportunity to go over your notes. You don't have to.
I think we should go over the notes.
Yeah, okay, so what I've got, you got Yol, so the guy's called High King Yorin, or the Skull King.
Skald. If only one of you spoke Nordic or Atmoran and knew what that word meant.
Oh, not Skull.
It's more like Skaald.
Oh.
Like scalded? Like
Skald.
I could just Google it if you want.
How about I just Google my foot in your ass?
You'll find some pretty weird stuff if you do. Keep the safe search on.
So what happened? So Sis was going to take the throne. She died. In Windhelm. He pissed off and went to the Greybeards to help, who was given Wolfhearth, the Under King, as a companion. He got renamed as Scold King, and he went and killed the Akavirians, mostly because of the Argonians' help.
Mm-hmm.
Something like gods. Won the freedom from the Dark Elves. The disgusting plague that doesn't really affect Argonians, so I don't really care about it. That's all my notes. Most of my notes.
Okay. None of the
Just
rest
trying
of
to
you want to
find
chime in
I'm
on
just
any
trying
of
to
that?
find my Scold King notes.
Yeah, I've got like so it's the alliance with Skyrim, Morrowind, and Blackmarsh.
Hmm.
A knock at the door interrupts you.
Your Skull King might have the scroll, I know that.
You guys gonna go to the door?
Yep.
Who is it?
The door slides open. You look down and you see a small Argonian cabin boy looking up at you. Captain Ishisi said to tell you that we are now approaching Solitude. We will dock at port shortly. He closes the door and scuttles off.
Good. I'm ready.
Are you?
I think so.
I think so
Wait.
too. I think you're fine.
So, we don't want this to happen, even though it sounds great for my people.
Do you think it's great for your people? Do you think it would be good for your people to join up with this Nord rather than...
What, join up with the losing side in the war?
I suppose so.
I mean, his city is under siege, you know. He's reaching out because he needs help.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Alright, now let's...
That's why you guys are coming on boat. You can't get there on land.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So is the delegates from Morrowind going to be there as well? Or is it just us?
Well, you'll have to see when you get there.
Alright.
So are you guys staying in your cabin and ignoring what the cabin boy said, or
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright,
planning on leaving, planning on going out?
Let's go top deck.
Top
and
deck.
See what's happening.
Okay.
I just do what he says. So if it's manservant now.
So you arrive up on deck just in time for the rusty blade to pass underneath the colossal land bridge, the Great Arch, which is part of Mountain Kilcrith, upon which is built the great city of Solitude. As your ship emerges from underneath, you're taken aback by just how grand and beautiful the city is. It's got a style of architecture you've not seen elsewhere on your travels in Skyrim. Among the rounded walls and pointed roofs, you see a heavy military presence. Archers are all amassed on the Great Arch, watching for you, waiting as you pass, ready to open fire on anyone who might try to cross the Karth River. You also see, just out of arrow range, the great army of Tiber Septim and the united Imperial Jarls of Skyrim. Your ship glides into port, and Captain Ishisis stands ready to see you disembark. "May your scales stay moist," he says as he bows.
Cheers, whispers.
Stay slimy.
Okay, so are you guys departing?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Waiting for you at the dock is a tall, shaved-headed Nord in splendid blue armour with a massive warhammer slung around his back. Next to him you see a smaller, older man in extravagant Nordic clothing, fine fur cloak and pointed hat. Very stylish, but also very practical in this cold weather. The biting wind hits your face as you depart. Behind them stands a dozen armed guards, all in formation. Clearly the Jarl is not taking any chances. The smaller man calls out, I erect the spine of welcome to you, honoured guest. May I see your invitation, please?
I step forward with said invitation
He takes it out
and
of your
present
hand.
it with a flourish.
He takes it out of your hand and opens it up. Ah, this seems to be in order. It is an honour to welcome you, Treeminder Meepa. I am Leric Greycloak, steward to High King Yoren. And this is Fildgo Orcthane, twin brother to the king, and captain of the town guard. Are these your entourage?
Yes, they are.
Very
Oh,
well.
yeah.
You are just in time for the celebration. I am afraid that under the circumstances we're not able to let you have a full tour of the city. But if you'll accompany me to the Blue Palace, I shall be sure to point out some of the sights our beautiful city has to offer.
Lovely. Lead the way.
You follow your greeters up a steep path which brings you to the city proper. Not far from where you emerge is the Great Gate of Solitude, which Leric notices you looking at. Ah, there is no need to fear, Treeminder. That is but one of two great gates keeping the Septim milk drinker out of Solitude. If our enemy somehow gets through the Storm Gate, he has then to fight his way through the Squall Gate. You see, there is nothing to fear in our great city. To your right, you can see our market square. It is closed down for the evening now, but in the daytime, this is the busy hub of Solitude. We have asked all citizens to keep their commercial and social activities to a minimum while the city remains under siege. But unfortunately, some of our guards have had to hand out fines to citizens who seem to think it's their God's-given right to do as they please. He takes you further into the city. Over there on the far left, we have the Temple of the Divines. We honour the Eight. Here, we are now passing by the Bard's College, the only one of its kind in Skyrim. Students come from all over Tamriel to learn the great Nordic traditions of music and storytelling.
Lovely.
It does occur to you as you're walking... Sorry, were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to point out, is that because Yoren is a big fan of the arts, I hear.
Ah, yes. You know our king well. Of course his moniker, Skald King, means Bard King.
Of course it does.
It occurs to you that the city is in much better shape than the last couple of sieges you've been involved in. Both Markarth and Kvatch, there were clear signs that the siege was taking its toll on the population, but the few citizens of Solitude that you see walking around after dark looks to be in pretty good shape. After some time you arrive at the huge square palace with dull blue rooftops that is the seat of power in Harfinger Hold. Your guides show you through the front door, which is guarded by two large built Nords, while two others patrol the front perimeter with torchlight. Inside the Blue Palace is alive with the sound of merriment. The lobby and main hall are full of well-dressed Nords, all drinking and laughing. some even dancing while a bard plays a lively tune on the lute. The High King will be along to greet you in person once he's finished what he is doing, says Lyric Greycloak. In the meantime, please enjoy our hospitality. As you say in Black Marsh, my nest is yours. As the two of them depart, a servant approaches you with a tray full of drink. Special reserve Nord mead. Thelul.
Yes.
Sujama.
Sujama.
Who's taking the Sujama?
Me. What is it?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
Sujama is a dark elf drink from Morrowind.
Ugh. Get out of my sight.
I take one of each.
You take one of each, okay. Are you not taking anything then? Is Talon
No,
not taking anything?
I want something Argonian.
He hands you a glass of Thelul.
Perfect.
And the rest of you?
Water for me. I'm working.
He passes you water.
I'm also on duty. I'll have nothing.
Okay.
I wouldn't be much of a bodyguard if I were to be swilling ale on the job.
Very responsible. Okay, so the party's swinging, people are mingling. What are you guys doing? You guys milling around, having your drinks?
I'm going to lean into Talon Shay. What was your name again?
It is Treeminder Meepa.
Tree Mine. Okay. If anyone asks, I'm just going to say, do you have business with the Tree Minder? And then,
Yes.
and then that'll be enough, right? That'll be enough to scoot by, right?
Oh, I don't know if my first name is Treeminder or it's on my last name. So maybe it's Mr. Meepa.
No, you know that Tree Minder is a title.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So going, do you have business with Tree Minder will be adequate. Good.
A Tree
right.
Minder is like
I'm ready.
Like a high up, like a fairly high up rank Tree Minder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
In the tree.
I want you to really get into
And
their
Talon
face
would
as
know
well.
that.
Like,
I'm fully up for putting my hand on the sword hilt whenever anyone says anything vaguely passive aggressive.
yes. Especially to the bloody Morrowinders. Dark elves.
Well, 100%. I mean, yes, the Ebonheart Pact is all very well and good, but Dunmer, are they really needed?
Exactly.
That's my question, right? Okay, good. I'm glad we're all aligned with this plan.
Wow, this is turning out really quite law friendly.
So,
What are we
let's
doing?
mingle. Let's mingle.
Rumours,
Let's mingle in the
rumours.
room. I don't know. Yeah, rumors, whatever.
Okay, so looking around the room, you mostly see a lot of Nords, but you do see a group of Dunmer, all dressed in gold. They're the only Dunmer in the room. They stick out like a sore thumb, with their grey skin, red eyes, and gold clothing.
Gross.
Do you wish to go and mingle with them?
Not really.
Oh, I think Tyler's messaging. Tyler is scanning for traps. Do you mean? does he
Hang on,
mean
wait a minute. Is he
transsexual?
messaging? Is he messaging in the other window?
No, he's
Oh.
messaging.
Yeah. Okay.
On Hangouts.
Okay, Tyler. I guess someone want to roll a d20 for Tyler.
I'll roll a d20 for Tyler.
I'm guessing he's not in a position where he can roll.
Tyler rolls a 10.
Okay, Ty, add your perception. $15. Okay. Looking about the room, you do not notice anything untoward. Doesn't appear to be any danger. There is definitely a guard present in the room. There are, the entrances and exits seem to be reasonably well guarded. What's he saying? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything that particularly bothers you looking around. You see a bard playing the lute. He's got a fair audience around him. They're all dancing and joining in with a song. But nothing... it seems like a perfectly ordinary, high-end party in the middle of a siege.
Lovely. Is King Yorin around?
Looking around, you do not recognise King Yorin. You don't know what he looks like.
Oh yeah.
So you don't see anyone too obvious. So there's no one you want to go and mingle with?
Well, I guess the dark elves that stick out like a sore thumb, we should probably go and speak to, I suppose.
Okay, which of you wants to go and approach them?
His baby's crying.
Poor baby. Poor sad baby.
I mean, does it really make sense for anyone who isn't Talon Shay to approach people at this party? Because we're his entourage.
I guess so.
Yeah, and you're his bodyguard, so you should probably be watching him.
Well, yeah,
alright.
exactly. I'm going to be sticking with him.
I guess I'll go speak to them.
Okay, go ahead.
I trust you had a pleasant trip.
They turn around and regard
Talon
you.
Shay tries to hide the fact he just vomited slightly in his mouth.
The one of the two, the shorter one, looks at the slightly taller one. The taller one nods his head at him. The shorter one looks back at you and bows his head. Wealth beyond measure, Argonian. Wealth beyond measure. This is Councilman Drambero of the House Halalu, the richest, most wealthiest house in all of Morrowind. I am Arta Aldo, the mouth of the Councilman. I speak for him on his behalf to those who it does not necessarily behoove him to speak to. And who are you?
So,
I am Cyril, and I speak on his behalf to those who he does not want to speak to.
At this, the Dunmer immediately kind of look at each other and start nodding their heads at one. Oh, there's a little bit of murmuring. Oh, yeah, okay. The councilman himself steps forward and bows respectfully towards you.
Towards
And
me or
beyond
towards
measure
Talon Shay?
from me, Argonian. You must be deeply important to have someone speak for you. What is your name?
I'm confused. Is he talking to me or him?
He said Argonian. He's talking to Talon.
Right, okay.
I'd like to nod at Cyril.
He is the tree.
He's Tree.
The tree hunter.
Nice to meet you, Tree.
That's Mr. Mihar to you.
None of you've got it right.
Nate Nihar.
Tree Miha.
Tree
I
hunter.
am not familiar with Argonian naming traditions, but
Neither am I.
blessings of the tribunal upon you and yours. Of course, I am incredibly influential in Morrowind. Do you hold much sway in your Black Marsh?
Yeah, of course I am. I am the High Tree Minder.
Tree Minder.
Can I roll to know what Tree Minder actually is? Is it like a military?
No, I don't think you need to.
Oh, he doesn't know.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you particularly need to roll. Like, I think as an Argonian, that's kind of cultural knowledge that you would.
And also, this guy clearly doesn't know.
Yeah, that's
If he's
true.
like, tree, interesting name.
I command the southern forces.
Has this guy ever met an Argonian before?
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't necessarily met a tree minder before.
Yeah.
Argonians do sometimes have weird names. It's not totally unthinkable that you might meet an Argonian whose name was Tree.
Okay, well, anyway.
Cool. Yeah. So I command the southern forces of Black Marsh.
Really?
Yeah, from Foul Rest all the way to Archon, where I'm from.
Ah, that is fascinating. You know, I always said, you know, when you came walking into this room, I said to my mouth, I said to him, that Argonian, he has the air of importance about him. No, this is no former slave. This is no mere farm tool. This man, this beast, he is of nobility.
Exactly. Like
I must tell you that I am very important as well. My family have been part of House Halalu for many generations. I personally have the ear of Archcanon Saroni myself. You know, if you are ever in Morrowind, you should seek me out. I have a residence in Vivek City.
Vivek City. Remember that, Birrell?
Yes, I'll remember that.
Good.
I'm very good at remembering.
It's good to expand horizons.
Perhaps I could just write that down. What was that again? Could you just spell that out for me?
I'm sure one of these guys remembers and will tell you. You're looking for Councilman Dramberrow. You're talking to Councilman Dramberrow, who lives in Vivek City.
Vivek City.
Of course, we Halalu are always financing major ventures and expeditions. It is always useful to have contacts such as yourself.
Yeah. I am very important. I'd like to then just walk off.
Just as you walk off, the bard finishes his song, and the entire room gives him a rousing round of applause. He hands his lute over to someone else and makes his way over towards you. As he approaches, you notice how finely dressed he is. Greetings, friends. He's a large-built, red-headed Nord. Welcome to my home. I am Yoren of Solitude, and I bid you welcome to Skyrim. I recognize your garb, Argonian, but not your face. Pray tell, what is your name?
I am Tree Minder, Meepa.
Ah, of course, Meepa. Yes, but remind me, which settlement do you hail from?
I'm gonna interject here. I'm gonna get in this guy's face and say, "I'm sorry, Bard. Do you have business with the Tree Minder?"
I'm gonna just push him to the side and say, "Do you not recognize who this is?" and slap you across the face.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord.
Ha 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 ha! Your bodyguard is well trained. He has your best interests in heart. Keep this one close to you, Argonian. Tree Minder, Meepa, of Where did you say you were from?
Archon.
Ah, Archon, of course. I recall sending your invitation. But forgive me, it's been a long time since I left Skyrim. I do not recall seeing your face before. Were you and I ever comrades on the field of battle? Where did you engage?
Yes. No. Yes. We walked among the.
Is everything alright?
Uh, yes. We came from the south with the rest of the Argonians.
You came from the south. You mean you reinforced me directly?
Exactly.
From the south? Who were we fighting? Which engagement?
It was.
Do you remember the year? I must know.
Oh, God, no. It's been a long time. It's over 40 years now.
Yes, that's right. It has
My-
been
my-
a long time.
My head is fuzzy. Too much beer. Too many battles. It's hard to distinguish between them.
I was only reinforced by Argonians from the south once. When I was fighting the Akaviri.
Yes.
That must be
That's
the
right.
time.
My gods, what a battle that was.
Yeah. Watching every one of them drown.
Yes, we pushed them back into the sea.
Beautiful sight.
He slaps you on the shoulder. What a glorious day it was. We shall
My
see
lord.
its like again.
My lord, if you'll permit me, this item might be of interest to you. An Akaviri katana taken from that battle. My lord gifted it to me when I entered his service.
Katana. He takes the blade off and examines it. I must say, I did not see any of these foul beasts wielding such small weapons. This came from the camel, you say? It looks far too small for those ice giant milk drinkers.
I cannot say, my lord. I wasn't at the battle myself. All I know is that my lord gifted the blade to me.
I see. He hands it back to you. Puzzling. Well, I am most glad you joined us anyway. At that, a bell rings. Ding ding ding. Ah, finally, the feast is ready. Let us make our way to the dining hall. I have a giant's hunger. The crowd moves toward the dining hall, where there's a long table laid out with foods from all over northern and eastern Tamriel. Everyone starts to take their places for dinner, and you can see as everyone's sitting down that the High King's guests are indeed mostly Nords. And those of you who have a higher passive perception notice that there are no other Argonians at the party at all, and only a small handful of Dark Elves, all of whom seem to be part of the same party.
Bloody racist.
My esteemed guests, High King Yoren addresses the room. Tree minders, councilmen, thanes, mouths, sworn swords, and housecarls. We are honoured to have you here in our city, and to offer you the protection of our keep. Before we were beset on all sides by rampaging barbarians, by Bretons, by Reachmen, by Imperials. We were Ebonheart, and no force on Nirn could match our might. Of course, we have many important diplomatic and strategic matters to discuss, but that can wait till the morning. Tonight we shall feast. before we break bread together as we did in the days of old, I ask you, guests of honor, Councilman Drambero of Great House Halalu, and Treeminder Meepa of Archon Settlement, please rise from your seats with your entourages, please.
Sure.
Okay, you're standing up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honored guests, please join me and lead us in the Ebonheart Pact anthem.
I'd cherish the thought. Of
We know
singing.
that. We know this one. We
We
sang it
do know
recently,
this.
didn't we? We practiced it.
The well-groomed, tall Dunmer in his gold robes also stands up.
So, Yoren, will you be kind enough to play the whatever you play for us, so we can sing this?
Now, no need to be shy. I'm sure you can do it a cappella.
Well,
Sure. Yep.
Tyler's typing la 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 in the chat.
No. Personally, I've always been more of a fan of the 8-minute beat poem. We tilled Skyrim's ground despite frozen toil. We tended the Kwama beneath Morrowind's soil.
Can I just point out that you're all meant to be doing this?
I'm trying to find the notes.
I didn't write down the whole song though. We just looked it up and listened to it.
I just googled it.
I think you guys did copy it. You guys did make a copy of it, I'm pretty sure.
Did we?
Either that or you took it with you. I'm pretty sure you didn't give it back.
There you are.
So
Took it with
you
us.
can take it out.
Oh right.
So I can take it out for you.
Yes, that would be lovely.
There you go.
Oh fuck! I can't zoom in on that.
Andy can
Zoom
zoom
in
in for
anyway.
you.
Yeah.
Right. So, who wants to take lead?
I think David did.
We tilled Skyrim's ground despite the frozen toil.
We
We tended the Kwama beneath Morrowind's soil.
I don't hear Gwen.
We hunted the Wamasu in Black Marsh's glades.
We
free hearts had no need for blades. Then they came from the seas, folded steel in their hands. They burned down our homes and ravaged our lands. Akaviri brought nothing but bloodshed and lies. Our families were slain before our eyes.
With three
Three separate people, they shared
shared
a
a
joke.
joke.
A choice between death or the yoke. But then the three people knew what must be done. The oppression of three became one. Forged by war, the Ebonheart rose and drove the Akaviri back to the sea. When the enemy begged for the mercy they lacked, three voices as one shouted, blood act. Forged by war, our story be told. No shackles can hold us, whether stone or gold. Nailed
The
it.
hall erupts into applause, cheers, people standing up. Blood for the Pact! Yeah! Blood for the Pact! The feasting commences. Everyone's really, really happy. Music starts playing. Some people get up and start dancing. The room comes to life.
Look
And
pretty good.
I think on that bombshell, I think we should call it. I think that's a pretty high point to call it. That was absolutely hilarious.
Excellent.
That was honestly phenomenal. Well
You
done.
could go.
Thank you.
I'm going to go.
Particularly
Bye.
Dave. Dave did really well.
Bye, Tyler.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.